Okay, Monday, 28th of July, 2025. So, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Money Monday, Bitcoin, and everything else. Are Bitcoiners selling their book? Are Bitcoiners just promoting a pump and dump? Are Bitcoiners just hyping it up? In a sense of when someone who is into Bitcoin tells you you should buy Bitcoin, are they really just telling you that to pump their own position, to pump their own bag? And that's something very interesting that I've thought about a lot over the past, well, not so much recently, but the past few months. Yes, I have been thinking about it. And the answer is kind of yes, but well, really no. In a sense of it's a question of incentives. So let's go back 100 years and let's say that I believe in cars. It's 1905. I think cars are the future. Cars are the future. And I'm looking at this technology, the automobile, thinking, oh my God, this is amazing, powerful. It's so much more efficient, easy to handle than a horse, whatever else, whatever else. Technology, the future, 1905. By 1910, 1920, cars will be everywhere. Okay. So I have this strong belief in cars. So then I say to myself, you know what? I can see the future. I think it'd be a very smart idea, a very smart move to have a car dealership. Let's just say a car dealership to buy cars at £1 and sell it at £10, for example. Something like, let's just say. Now then you could say, right, well, that person who has the car dealership and the knowledge and conviction, his heart, mind, and soul, to be poetic, is in Bitcoin. He has the knowledge, dozens and dozens and dozens of hours and books, let's say, and technical knowledge and awareness, understanding, and whatever else of cars. 1905, remember. And he's thinking, people of the world, you need to buy cars. Dump horses, don't bother with them, buy cars. And people are going to look at him and think, you're just selling your book. You want me to buy cars, to buy a car because you get a sale, which is correct. He would, but he wouldn't be in the first place of selling cars unless he had that deep knowledge and conviction. And then we can say the exact same thing today of Bitcoin, meaning people are not going to be telling you to study Bitcoin, understand Bitcoin, learn about Bitcoin, understand it deeply, study Bitcoin, study Bitcoin, study Bitcoin, study Bitcoin, unless they themselves, to emphasize, they themselves understand it deeply and really want you to benefit in the same way. Just how with that guy in 1905 with the cars. I understand cars so well, I want you all to benefit from it, that's why I'm selling them. I want you all to understand Bitcoin intimately so well, that's why I'm talking about it. Wow. That's very much like a sort of a pilgrimage or a missionary spreading the word in that regard. Virtuously, you could say, or what's the word? Altruistically spreading it, because the message is important. It's so vital. It needs to be spread, and everyone needs to hear about it. And I think to be cynical is to say, oh, you're just saying that because you want me to buy and pump, buy a car from you or to pump your bags, and buying Bitcoin helps you. That makes sense. But then also think about that technically. Go deeper. If you just buy £100 worth of Bitcoin right now, it is not going to affect the market in any meaningful way whatsoever. You buying £100 will have an absolutely near zero, basically a dusting, a sprinkling of, at most, at best, if we're lucky, of an impact on people's portfolio. So it's immaterial. And then we can go deeper. There's a very nice meme floating around the space that is essentially this: you should study Bitcoin, not just buy it. I did a video about this. Don't just buy Bitcoin, study Bitcoin. You should study Bitcoin. And the person says, "Oh, you want me to do that just to pump your bags?" And the other person, it's like a zoom in, goes a bit closer, and says, "No, my bags are already pumped. I'm trying to set you free." I did a video about this, Rocco's Basilisk and Bitcoin, in the sense of the compounding regret that people will have about it by denying and ignoring and ridiculing Bitcoin for far too long. But that's a whole other topic. Buying it to set you free. Again, it's that man with the car. Such deep conviction that this technology is the future. He's going deep into it, integrating himself so much into it. He's advocating it. And that reminds me, in 2017, there's a very, very famous meme, because I understand that memes are compressed, or compressions of data and understanding of message and signal, filtering through the noise of the world, going for pure signal, pure informational messages. Just this, not cliche, but this truism, this little thing, this little tidbit. And there was this powerful meme back then. It was this two pictures of scenes from The Matrix, and it was Neo saying, "You mean to tell me that in the future I can exchange just one Bitcoin for $1 million US?" 2017, remember. Another picture is I forgot his guy's name now. Lawrence Fishburne's character. I'm sure that's his name. I forgot the guy's name. I forgot the actor. I forgot the character's name. Anyway, he says, "No, Neo. I'm telling you, in the future you won't need to." Wow. Implying that the Bitcoin will replace the dollars in the future as a neutral reserve asset. But that's a whole other conversation. And it's that level of understanding and awareness and appreciation of the technology that is embedded and pierced in the hearts and minds of other Bitcoiners. And that's why they advocate it. Wow. To be cynical is to say, "Oh, you want me to buy it just to pump your bags." Cynical, but also at the same time, remember, a smithering of a dusting of an impact at very most, if you're lucky. £100 movement, £100 trade is going to not affect the market at all. But it's more about the evangelization. It's that altruism. Doing these videos to share the message, to raise awareness. Wow. It's that. What people will perceive as selling the book, like the car, you need to buy cars, you need to buy cars, you need to buy cars, and you're saying that because you sell cars. That's cynicism. And actually, the deeper level, it's such a deep understanding of it. It's advocacy, so as the meme describes, set you free. But that wording right there is way too much for too many people. Set me free? Why? How does that? Why? How would you? Questions, queries, comments? It's that. And that right there, you could say, is the not leap of faith. That's too outsourcing, so to speak. It's this leap of knowledge. It's the conviction, really. It's the conviction to have Bitcoin in the heart, mind, and soul, because you understand it so well. I understand it so well, the data and information and principles and whatever else, and videos and you name it. I want you to have the same level of knowledge, understanding, and awareness. But the cynical mind is perceiving that as, "Oh, you want me to just pump your bag." And then you could ask yourself, because fundamentally also, Bitcoin is an ego test. Because you could say fundamentally as well, why don't I study it? Why don't I learn about it? Go into ChatGPT, do deep research, all these videos here and there, podcasts and books and beyond. But that requires ego. Bitcoin starts off as an IQ test, understanding the problem and the solution. Technically, the technicalities, the history, monetary policy, you name it, all the usual buzzwords. And then it goes to an ego test. I can think of a particular someone who said to me that the time to buy Bitcoin was 2016. And paradoxically, or time traveler, okay, hello, you of 2016, buy Bitcoin. No, the time to buy was 2014. I can imagine this chain of arguments going on. And that's not logic, that's ego. That's ego getting in the way. Wow. Bitcoin's an ego test. Bitcoiners aren't selling their book, they're trying to set you free because of the knowledge and awareness and the bright orange future that Bitcoin, it doesn't promise, because it's just maths. It's maths, physics, and computer science. It enables, it creates that trajectory of mankind is more possible, more likely to happen because of the technology. That's powerful, powerful stuff. Yeah. They are evangelizing the tech and want you to adopt it to set you free. Want you to adopt it as well. Yes. Yeah. But otherwise, Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more, and you will see me tomorrow.